Hi students, I am taking up today bank reconciliation accompanied by amended cash book. Now, what is this amended cash book all about? Why it comes to a picture? Well, we know that n number of discrepancies of various nature we have been accommodating in the bank reconciliation statement only all along. But in an office, the auditor won't allow you to accommodate each and every one. He will tell most of this can be accommodated by way of an adjustment entry in your cash book itself. Why do you want to show here? Why you want to make the bank reconciliation statement so unimpressive? He won't allow that. In that case, most of the items that I will tell you afterwards will be accommodated in the cash book by way of an incorporation or adjustment entry. That being the case, now we will base on the latest amended cash book balance and proceed and make a bank reconciliation statement. In that case, maximum these four entries, four cases only should surface in a bank reconciliation statement. In fact, in our office, only these two only should come, but maximum two, maximum four, I say. I'm sorry, maximum four. Case number one. These are all time factor involving cases only. Okay, that cannot be adjusted through any amended cash book. Case one. Check deposited not credited in passbook. Okay, Baba. On the last day or a day before the last day, you are deposited. Bank has not credited. They will do it the next following first day of the month or the second or third or like that. So time will automatically reconcile it. Okay. Next, checks issued not presented. I had issued some check to somebody. It's not necessary he will instantly present it. As and when he needs it, he will present it. So long as he has not presented, it has to be in the reconciliation statement. So it's a question of time factor. That also cannot be accommodated in our amended cash book. Okay. Next, checks entered in cash book not sent to bank. Why it comes is normally. See, I have worked. I told you I worked almost 41 years as an accountant, accounts manager, senior manager, like that. Okay, fine. So why this comes to the picture is on last day of the month, the finance and accounts group will be under pressure to receive the checks from various marketing people because they had to get rid of their sundry debtors. Having collected the check, they will rush to the accounts people and say, please issue us a receipt. Then their job is over. And yes, I have issued the receipt. So long as it can be deposited within the banking hours, fine. In certain cases, it may so happen that I have had to issue the receipt after the banking hours. I can't tell them banking hours is over, I will not accommodate like that. We can't say. So what happened? Such checks, once issued receipts means naturally it will move to the cash book. Cash book balance will be more, but bank it will not be reflected. It will be deposited tomorrow and time will take care of it, will be automatically reconciled. Okay, fine. Next one. Cash not deposited into the bank. See, this is a very rare phenomenon. In fact, it's a little irregular also, I feel. But sometimes we are constrained to do so. Why it happens? The last day of the month, I found it necessary to deposit the cash into the bank. My representative has gone to the bank with the purpose of depositing. Accordingly, we closed the cash book, verified the cash, returned the denomination, signed it. Later on, the representative returns and informs that, sir, we could not deposit the cash because I narrowly missed the banking hours. In spite of my reading so many times, they did not oblige to accept the cash. Okay. Now there are two options for me. Number one, strike off the cash book folio with the signature everything and re-enter after striking of this cash deposit entry, but it's not fair because it tests the authenticity of the account. So what is the next option available? Keep the cash aside, have it deposit tomorrow. If at all an auditor makes a surprise visit, he can be explained the complete episode. He'll be convinced, no issue. Next day, cash will be deposited automatically. Reconciliation will take place. Okay. So these are the cases that cannot be accommodated through an amended cash book and will move compulsorily to the BRS, even if there is an amended cash book. Now let's see which are the cases that can be accommodated through an amended cash book. In simple way, all other entries than this can be accommodated. One by one, I am going to explain it. Overcasting or undercasting in the cash book. You found, yes, there has been overcasting or undercasting. Basically, based on the normally closed cash book balance and make an amended cash book, debit or credit for this undercasting or overcasting suitably. So that incorporation takes care of it. Fine. Next, because it can be accommodated in the cash book, right? Checks issued to somebody, okay, but not recorded in the cash book. It is quite possible. Okay, we fail to record it. How will you come to know all this? Bank statement has shown the check cleared. There is no entry in my book. Then only I understood, Baba, I have not entered in the cash book. Okay, enter it now. Matter is over. Your amended cash book is very much available for you. Okay. Next, checks deposited and there is an omission in entry. Same case, enter it. Fine. Incorrect amount entered in the cash book. Instead of 500, you have shown 50 or vice versa. Through a rectification entry or an adjustment entry, you can have it rectified in the amended cash book. Okay. Then entries on incorrect side. Instead of debit side of the bank column, you have shown the credit side or vice versa. It affects severely the bank balance. You can make an adjustment entry in the amended cash book. Or sometimes instead of entering in the bank column, you enter in the cash column or vice versa. We rectify through the amended cash book. Okay, fine. Next comes any entry recorded in the cash book twice. So happens now, bank column, bank charges instead of once I recorded twice. Okay, how the second one? Rectified by way of an adjustment entry in the amended cash book. Now, there are some other cases. You have not made any mistake. Absolutely you have not made any mistake. But things came to your attention only on receipt of the bank statement or during the process of reconciliations. Okay. So those entries you can now incorporate in the amended cash. Which are these entries? Interest allowed or received, you came to know only on receipt of the bank statement. Have it entered in the amended cash book. Bank charges extra by the bank. Okay. Now only you have come to know banks have taken some charges. These days for left and right, they take some charges. Okay, you have an option. Accept it and enter it in the cash book. Direct deposit into the bank. You know, nowadays usage of check leaves are becoming less and less. There are direct remittance to the bank by way of RTGS, NEFT, like that. Okay. So you have come to know, oh, this party has deposited into bank account. I come to know. I never accounted it all along. Okay, account it now. That's all. You don't show all this in the BRS. Okay. It can be rectified through the amended cash book. Then dividend extra came from the shares or through the shares you have received some dividend. Okay. Now only I come to know. Account in the amended cash book. Standing instruction. Of course, you are only given the standing instruction, but what happens? For example, electricity charges. It varies every month. You came to know the actual amount only on receipt of the or on going through this bank statement or during the course of this reconciliation only. Okay, exact amount. Okay, account it now through the amended cash book. Then dishonor of checks. I had deposited some checks. I was under the impression it is true, absolutely clear check. No, it has been dishonored by the bank. Rather, it has been dishonored by the party and it eventually got bounced. I understand. Bank has reversed the deposit entry. You also reciprocate through your amended cash book. So these cases are not mistakes actually, but you came to know all this on going through the bank statement. Now you take action, appropriate action through the amended cash book. Now having ended all this in the amended cash book, which originally based on the pre-amended figure, now you have got an amended figure, a closing balance. That will be the basic, bank reconciliation purpose base balance. Okay, this amended cash book closing balance will be the base balance. Now, having got this amended cash book balance, thereafter only very limited entries, mostly these three only, the fourth is a very rare phenomenon, will be there. So your job will be very easy. Well, now how I'm going to teach you. Okay, my method will be take up a question, explain through the whiteboard the amended cash book, each and every entry to your satisfaction. Okay. Later on, 3 items. This amended cash book, in the way it is expected to be presented in the exam hall. Also, bank reconciliation statement and the question concerned. All these 3 things, typed versions, I will be sharing at the concluding part of the video. I think that should suffice your requirement. Okay, thank you. Hello, students. Well, we are taking up now a bank reconciliation statement after amending the cash book. The sum, what I want to take up now is question number 22, page 15.34, DK Goyal, ZBSE, edition year 2019. Here I have worked out the sum properly. Okay. However, you will be getting the typed version of this along with questions and the BRS as a concluding part of the video. I'll be sharing it. Okay, please avail it. Well, the question reads as follows. On 31st March 2019, the cash book of Gopal disclosed the balance of rupees 12,580. First of all, keep it in mind, only bank column only comes in an amended cash book. Okay, only bank column only we are amending. Okay. So balance I am bringing down. Balance brought down 12,080. Now you may ask, why not in this side? They are told anywhere. It's an overdraft. Okay. Unless mentioned otherwise, is by default a favorable balance. Right. Next, discrepancies one by one. Checks amounting to rupees 18,000 were drawn on 25th March. Office checks of rupees 4,000 were cashed before 31st March. This is a question of checks issued, not presented. It directly qualifies in the BRS only. This amended cash book has got nothing to do with it. Next one. Checks for rupees 18,000 were sent for collection, out of which checks for rupees 8,200 were credited by bank after 31st March. Check deposited, not clear. Ditto case. Okay, it doesn't have a place in the amended cash book. Directly moves to the BRS. One among the few items that gets qualified in a BRS after the preparation of amended cash book. Third one. An amount of rupees 5,000 paid directly into the merchant's account by a customer was not entered in the cash book. It gets qualified. What's the entry? Bank to customer. Yes, just show that. To customer account. This is bank account. 5,000. That is over. That's all. On 31st March cash was deposited into the bank rupees 12,720. But the cashier debited the bank account rupees 12,270 by mistake. Okay. That means a cash deposit entry short accounted to the extent of 450. When we make a cash deposit entry, we know that we debit the bank. So bank has been short debited. So rectify it, amend it to that extent. You adjustment of cash book short credited 450. Matter is over. That's all. 450 extra amount needs to be shown in the debit side of cash book. But that we are showing here. Okay. Next. Dividend collected by bank on our behalf, rupees 570, does not appear in the cash book. Okay, make it appear. What's the entry? Bank to dividend received account. So rupees 570. All right, that's all. Next. Rupees 3,000 is entered in the bank statement as bank charges. This was recorded as rupees 200 in the cash book. In simple way, bank charges short accounted to the extent of 100 rupees. So a further entry for bank charges is required. What's the entry for a bank charges? Bank charges account debted to bank or backed by bank charges. Hence, by bank charges 100. That's a simple. Total behavior side 18,600. Put it across, and the balance you are showing by balance carried out 18,500. Okay, just 100 rupees. 18,600 minus 100, 18,500. So this is the balance we will be basing on for the purpose of preparation of a bank reconciliation statement that I am showing as a sharing of this video. Thank you. So next question. Question number 23, page 15.35. Before working out this sum, let me remind you one important thing. You will find many often you are writing adjustment of. Okay. The priority here is to debit or credit the bank column amount, whatever amount has been missing. Okay. This is not a rectification of entry chapter. Wherever possible, you show the accounting head, bank charges, interest received like that. Otherwise, just show adjustment of and the fact you write there. That will suffice. This is not a testing of your knowledge about rectification of errors. That I will teach you later on. Okay. Fine. The question reads out like this. The cash book of a merchant showed an overdraft balance of rupees 15,700 on December 18. So, you know, obviously, by balance brought down 15,700. Okay. I need not tell you, overdraft means in the credit side. It gets opened in the credit side of the cash book. Fine. Next. On comparing it with the passbook, the following differences were found. That means discrepancies one by one. Number one, checks amounting to rupees 12,250 were deposited in the bank, but out of which checks for rupees 8,200 have been credited in the passbook on 2nd January 2019. Well, this is a question of check deposited, not cleared. It moved directly to the bank reconciliation statement and doesn't have a place whatsoever in an amended cash book. Right. Next one. Checks were issued amounting to rupees 8,300, which out of which checks rupees 2,000 have been cashed up to December. Okay, they are insinuating that this is a question of checks issued, not presented. Ditto case, there's no place in the cash book being amended. Directly moves to the BRS. One among the few items gets qualified after preparation of the amended cash book. Okay, next one. A check of rupees 4,250 issued to a creditor has been entered in the cash book as 4,520. Well, it very much has to be accommodated here in the amended cash book. It's a question of an amount. How much is the difference here? You tell me 270 rupees. Check issued has been excessively credited in the bank account. Is it not? That's what they say. Check of 4,250 issued to a creditor has been entered in the cash book as 4,520. Difference is obviously 270. So cash book has been excessively credited with 270. That is the gist of it. So reverse the entry. Adjustment of payment of excess account at 270. Okay, that end, there the matter ends. You need not worry about whether creditors have been posted properly or anything like that. That's all not required here. Here, what's the gist of it? The gist of it is that an amount to the extent of 270 has been excessively shown in the credit side of the bank column of the cash book. Hence, I am reversing it with an entry here to adjustment of payments excess account at 270. That's all. Okay. Let us take up next one. Next one is bank charges of rupees 180 on 30th November 2018 and rupees 240 on 30th December 2018 have not been entered in the cash book. So total bank charges comes 180 plus 240, that is 420 rupees. Account it. Bank charges to bank or bank by bank charges to 420. Matter over. That's all. Next one. A bill receivable of rupees 6,000 discounted with the bank is entered in the cash book without recording the discount charges of rupees 300. That non-accountable of discounting charges pertain to a bill discounted. An amount being 300 only matters here. It's an expenditure only. So show that by bill receivable discount charges account, because there is a separate account head by bill receivable discount charges account. Okay, that I am showing here. That was the entry missing. Matter ends there. Then comes a check for rupees 2,000 deposited in the bank appear in the passbook, but not recorded in the cash book. An entry missing. A check deposited. Okay, so you'll show here to adjustment of check deposited, not recorded 2,000. That's all. Okay, you deposited something, the cashier failed to account in the cash book. On going through the passbook during the course of my reconciliation, and located this entry. Okay, missing entry is shown in the debit side, check deposited bank to adjustment of check deposited, not recorded. I am again telling you, you need not worry about the proper double entry in this one. The priority is to show the missing debit or missing credit in the amended cash book. Okay, fine. Next one. A check for rupees 3,700 deposited into the bank appear in the passbook was recorded in the cash column of the cash book. In a simple way, you can say that this amount of 3,700 has been missing in the bank column. Okay. You are shown elsewhere, cash book, cash column. That doesn't matter. I'm not bothered about it, but it is missing here in the debit side of the bank column. That I am showing here. To adjustment of check ended in cash column 3,700. That was the last one, last discrepancy. Now, as usual, okay, here I find this side is more. Total it is coming to 16,420. Put the total here and fill the difference to balance carried on 10,450. Balancing of the ledger. You are thorough, no? Otherwise, please again and again revise my original videos BSc 0102, because I told you in a throughout your syllabus, 90% of your job is to do this kind of ledger accounts only. So please practice it. Okay. Now we will be basing on this 10,450 for the purpose of our bank reconciliation. Okay. Now you tell me, is it a debit balance or a credit balance? Balance brought down and industry I have not shown. Whenever balance brought down is not shown, decide on the basis of opposite side wherever balance carried on is retained. So this is a case of credit balance, or in other words, we are going to start the BRS in respect of this one with an overdraft. Cash book credit balance is an overdraft only. Okay. Well, that's all. Two sums we have worked out. Now my responsibility is to share 3 items of each question. Item A, properly typed version of this amended cash book. Item B, bank reconciliation statement. I do not need to give you any explanation. It's only 2 or 3 entries. You are clear about it. Okay. Number 3, question properly typed out. All these things I am sharing now. Thank you. Take care. Question number 22. That arrive at these answers and related answers worked out. This is a bank reconciliation statement. However, before that, we have to see the amended cash book. Okay. And BRS based on that balance. Okay. This is in agreement with the book balance. So I clearly written here, students are requested to please practice each case of increasing or decreasing effect by referring the ACFBT technique adapted in my previous video reference number BS013. So kindly practice it. After all, it's only just 2 cases. Okay. Now, next question. Question number 23. Well, we have to arrive with these answers. The answers are as follows. Amended cash book, followed by BRS. There are also just 2 entries only. Here also I mentioned what you are supposed to do. Please practice it. I find this sharing is more effective because you can view it much better than I use a projector. Okay. So that's all today, my dear students. Once again, please take care of. Thank you.